Ever since the announcement of Moon Knight and then the announcement of who would play the character, there's been this ongoing debate whether Marvel Studios would commit to comic book accuracy and make the character Jewish like he is in the comics. Well, now we know the answer, and it's a yes, and there's more things to talk about. So when it comes to the whole Jewish aspect of Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight, it's been something that's in the comics. Recently, the person that made that a thing talked about how he didn't understand why some people were upset with the fact that he might not be Jewish because it was one of those things that was added later on. But again, I kind of get it. People want the representation and accuracy. Well, we recently learned from Moon Knight himself, from Oscar Isaacs, who got to talk to USA Today, and he said that he is in fact a Jewish man from Chicago who is enslaved to an Egyptian god. One of his alternates is English, and another one is, well, wait for the series and find everything out, right? How they're going to spin all this. Now again, yes, they confirmed this. So yes, he's Jewish. Again, I know there's backlash to it. Again, we've seen it online. And it's one of those things that hasn't become very prominent yet in terms of the amount of people that are upset with it or pushing for it or people, trying to blast Disney for it. Again, I think we have to just wait and see how they handle this, because we could say one thing or another, but until we see the execution of it, what they do with it, and how they're going to pull this off, we can't be too upset at the whole thing. Now, I get, in regards to the casting and everything, kind of get what people are saying, but again, let's just wait to see what's going on. Just like Marvel has said, just like the person who's responsible for making the character Jewish has said, and just like Oscar Isaac is saying, there's different things going on here. We're doing some stuff here that I don't want to spoil. I think it's one of those things where you do have to wait and see how the story plays out and what they say, because having a knee-jerk reaction automatically has never been, I would say, good, especially when it comes to comic book knee-jerk reactions. Go back to a decade ago with Miles Morales and look at that, right? Go back to, well, even more recent knee-jerk reactions to things that we have and demanding changes and all this and that. For example, the whole Secret Empire thing with Captain America. They were like, just wait and see how the story plays out. But people were like, no, Captain America's Hydra. That's what matters. It's like, but the story's not complete. So we don't know what they're doing here. We don't know the full story. And that's kind of what they're trying to convey here. And again, there's magazines now that are hitting store shelves with focus on Moon Knight. And we're sort of learning more details on how they're going to talk about this. So, again, let's wait for the story and to hear their reasoning for everything and the changes they're making before we kind of, get upset at everything. Just like we're doing with Ms. Marvel and what they're doing with the Inhuman thing. We don't know the full story, right? Just like we did with Batman. We don't know the full story to what they're doing with these characters in the world. So, we got to wait before we react. But let's do that. Let's not pull an Obi-Wan Kenobi here. Oh, his face isn't long. The series is terrible. Oh, look at him. Thank God, Star Wars fans are so ungrateful.